Welcome to an introduction to version 6 of the RMTrack issue tracking application. This video will show you what to expect after your upgrade to version 6. After logging into RMTrack, your current version looks much like this. There's the left side menu bar, the project filter and layout drop-downs, and these control what items are displayed in the list. After upgrading to version 6 of RMTrack, your new issue list page will look like this. The most obvious change you'll notice is the left side menu bar is gone. All menu items have been moved to the drop-down menus across the top of the page. The main list page or home, create a new issue, filter selection, any reports or administration tools you have access to, help, and over on the far right, your personal settings and logout. Version 6 has also integrated the search function directly onto the main page, where you can search for items by either number or a search phrase. The biggest change with the new version of RMTrack is the filtering. In the current version, filtering the list of issues is controlled by selecting a project and/or selecting a predefined filter from the drop-down. New filters can be created by building a list of conditions and then saving. In version 6 of RMTrack, all that's been moved directly onto the issue list page, allowing you to quickly and dynamically control the filtering. The first time you log into your upgraded RMTrack, you'll be using a default filter called Assign to Me. Each login after that, RMTrack will return to the last filter you were using. Each filter must contain at least 3 conditions: number of issues, status of issues, and what project you're looking at. The default filter is set to first 25 open issues in any project, and an extra condition assigned to myself. To change the selection criteria for a condition, click on the condition value. For example, clicking on the 25 will allow the selection of 15, 25, 50, 100, or all. Clicking on the open will allow a selection of open, closed, or open or closed. Clicking on any for the project condition will allow you to select a specific project or any project. New conditions can be added to the filter by clicking on Add Condition, which will display a list of all fields defined. Clicking on a field name will allow a condition for that field to be entered. OR conditions can be created for projects, user ID fields, and for some drop-downs. To create an OR condition, just add a new condition for the same field, and the filter will put them together. To remove a condition, click on the value, and at the bottom of each list will be a choice of all, any, anytime, everyone, or remove. Selecting one of these will remove the condition. Each filter must have a minimum of 1 sort column. The default is to sort by issue number. Clicking on a column header will change the primary sort to that column, or clicking on the sort column name in the filter will allow a different field to be selected. Clicking again on the same column header will reverse the direction of the sort. You can have up to 3 levels of sort. In the current version, the fields displayed in the list are determined by the layout. Users can create and modify their own layouts by selecting the fields to display and their position, and then saving the layout. In version 6 of RMTrack, the field chooser for the list page can be found under the menu icon on the right. This is also where you can find links to download the list. The field chooser works the same as before, except that now multiple fields can be selected, dragged and dropped to be added or removed from the displayed fields list. The order of the fields can be changed, and extra rows added. Columns can also be dragged into position on the list itself by clicking on the column header and dragging to the desired position. Column widths can be changed by clicking on the column dividers and dragging. In version 6 of RMTrack, all of the details about the issue list display, the filter criteria, sort fields, what fields to display, and the column widths are all stored together with the filter. When we started this session, we were using the default filter Assign to Me. Note the filter name is now changed to Assign to Me Unsaved. Each time you leave the issue list page and then come back, RMTrack will remember the last filter, saved or unsaved, you were using. If you log out and log in again, RMTrack will use the last saved filter you were using. Filters can be saved and managed from the filter menu item. Clicking Save will save the current filter, including all its search conditions and associated sort, field, and column settings. You can give the current filter a new name or overwrite the current filter. Depending on your security settings, you may also be allowed to publish your saved filters. You can also delete the current filter, or choose one of your saved filters, or choose from the published filters list. Just a quick note on converted filters. Any filters you have saved in your current version of RMTrack will be converted when you update. When you select the converted filter, you will see that the entire selection criteria have been added as a single condition. These converted conditions cannot be modified, but it's quite simple to bring them up to date by adding the necessary new conditions and then deleting the old one. As for the list of items itself, on the left in the blue column is the link to open the item. Not much has changed on the actual data entry form. Items can be selected in the list by clicking anywhere in the row to the right of the blue column. This will open the Quick Reassign function, which allows items to be moved in the workflow or reassigned without actually opening the details page. Multiple rows can be selected using Control-click or a range of rows by using a Shift-click. Finally, we have greatly improved the RMTrack User and Administration Guide. Under the Help menu is a link for Help for this page, which will launch the guide in a new tab and put you on the appropriate help page. All the information I provided and a whole lot more can be found in this guide. Thank you for your time, and please feel free to contact support@rmtrack.com if you have any questions.